What up, YouTube? Today is Thursday, and today is leg day, but also shoulders. And I might hit some abs afterwards, depending on how I feel. So, the first exercise is just going to be a leg extension. I've been doing single legs because I've kind of maxed out on this. Right now, we're just doing a little warm up. Just make sure everything kind of feels good, which it does. All right. So I've gotten up to 205 on this. So the way I do it, first get it started here and then boom. Ooh, 12. Get some deep breaths and jump right back into it. Whew. So on these, I've been doing 2 sets. So I'll rest a little bit and then I'll jump right back into it. I didn't rest very long, maybe 40 seconds. And get some deep breaths in and try to hit failure. Six. Oh yeah. So my quads get pretty strong doing this, and then the next will be a box squat. So what's a box squat and why do I prefer this over a traditional squat? Well, box squat is basically starting from a seated position and then standing up. And the reason I prefer this is because it's a lot safer. I'm not putting any stress on my knees. And when it comes to everyday life, being in a situation where you're in a really low position and then having mass amount of weight on you, the odds of that happening are very low. This just seems more practical. So I'm starting from a seated position and then just standing up. That's something you're going to use in everyday life as far as being in a position where I'm extremely low and having to stand up with huge amounts of weight. Not likely. Now, when would it make sense? Well, if you want to just practice being in that position here, really low, I think that's fine with no weight, being able to have that range of motion and mobility. But putting a huge amount of weight on your body from that position, I don't see the benefit because you're putting so much stress on the knees. This is a much safer way. You're still getting to build your quads, glutes, and you don't ever have to worry about knee pain. So I've been working out for over 18 years, never had any knee pain, and I attribute a lot of that to this. I could literally hear the ghost of Mike Minster screaming in my head. One set is all you need. Now, you could argue whether or not I went to complete failure, but I know I did with the leg extensions because I did them twice. So now we're going to do a shoulder press. I think I'm gonna do behind the neck. That felt good. All right, so next exercise is going to be a rear fly. Still let my heart rate come down before I jump into this because I don't want to do it tired. I want to be fresh. So last week I did this at 200. We'll see how it feels, and then I might do a rest pause on it. We'll see. Yep. So we won't drop the weight. We'll do rest pause because I want the intensity to still be there. And after this, we'll do calf raises, very similar. Rest pause, not drop set, rest pause. Because I don't want to make the mistake of thinking I've hit failure when it's really just my breathing. And I still have a couple more reps in the tank. Like on this, I'll probably get 3 or 4 more. All right. Yep. All right, we're done with it. All right, so I'm going to jump on this for calf raises. So I've been doing 130 for a couple weeks. So I'm going to try 145. So I've gotten really good results with the 130 doing rest pause. We'll see how this feels. So I did 15. I'll rest for a little bit. Just get a couple more breaths. Just kind of let the ligaments recover and then jump right back into it. All right. Okay, 8. Usually by the time I do it again, it's 5 to 3. All right. Okay, so 5. Next one will probably be around 3. And so by then, I've really fatigued and pushed them to the limit. Here we go. All right. Whew. Yeah, so by the end there, really feeling it. All right, so next is going to be this ab machine. I've been doing about 50 pounds, but I'm gonna try to do 60 today, and we'll see how I feel. Three. Blood sugar's getting kind of low. Yep, I think that's it. I need to remind myself to do this at the beginning of a workout, not at the end, because by the end, I am so gassed that I run into the risk of cramps. So I didn't show it in the video. I actually had to pause. It was so bad. I decided to do cable crunches at the end of a workout when blood sugar was low. Probably needed like potassium. The cramps I was getting in my abdominals was so bad. It sucked. It took like 10 minutes for them to stop cramping and relax. It was very painful. So yeah, I needed to start doing this at the beginning of workouts, not at the end. Just try to get 1 or 2 more reps in. Let's see. Because what, 5's not many. Yep, that's it. No more. Workout complete. Looking pretty good and full. So this week I decided to go in a calorie surplus, and I'll be honest, maybe it's because I'm just getting so used to how I look with lower body fat. I started seeing some of the ab definition go away. So I went from like 11% to now upper 12. And obviously I know I need to be feeding myself to grow and be in somewhat of a surplus, but I kind of want to stay shredded too. So it's a little balancing act right now, but we'll see how it goes. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how your workouts are going. Are you cutting? Are you bulking? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.